Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about some breaking news, and that is going to be regarding Raphinha, because yes, it is true. You guys probably already heard by now that Barcelona and Raphinha do have a personal agreement, which is going to be a 5-year contract. If everything does go well, Raphinha will be a Barcelona player, and we are going to be explaining what are going to be the possibilities if this certain thing does happen, or if this thing happens, because there are many factors that come into play on why Barcelona may not even sign Raphinha within this coming summer. There's a lot of what if scenarios, and I know that many of these things that I am saying right now, it seems very confusing, but again, we are going to be discussing all of these details within today's video. Now, after all this, we're also going to be talking about some brand new details regarding the youngsters that will be revolving around Ansu Fati, Gavi, and Araujo. So first, I do want to talk about Raphinha, because yes, it is breaking news. Raphinha is going to be signing a 5-year contract with Barcelona if everything does go through, and this is going to be a contract that is going to take him until 2027. And to be very honest, I do want to congratulate the Brazilian national team, because this is also big news for this national team. It's basically guaranteeing them that they're going to be having many high-level footballers within that front line, and especially within the World Cup of 2022 and the World Cup of 2026. Brazil is fully covered. Look at how they have Vinicius, Neymar, Anthony from Ajax, and Raphinha. They have 4 big-time Brazilian players. They are all going to be playing very important roles for their respective clubs. And now we are sitting here today seeing how Raphinha is entering his next phase within his career. It should be very exciting. Raphinha does know that it is time for him to finally come up, that this is going to be his calling, and everything does indicate that he will be playing as a right winger in Barcelona. I think that in time we are going to be seeing what he does have to offer within that area. It's going to be a lot of pressure that he is going to have to deal with, because he does have big shoes to fill. You look at what Dembele has been doing with the Barcelona in the past couple of games. Raphinha is going to have to match that. He's going to have to bring in the goals and the assist, and I know that this does seem like it's some sort of pressure, or I'm putting in unnecessary pressure on this player, but this is just the situation that we are in with this Barcelona, and especially under Xavi Hernandez. Every player needs to be efficient. Every player needs to show up, because that is how Barcelona in the end is going to be getting results. And so hopefully, right, Raphinha follows the exact same footsteps performance-wise, just like Ronaldinho and Neymar Jr., being very effective, not just coming in here and bringing all of these skills but produce nothing. You need to be effective, you need to bring the results, you need to better the team as a collective. And so hopefully we get to see this player become a very competitive player, someone who wants to score and assist. And there has been a debate, right? We have seen Barcelona say, okay, we can either sign Anthony from Ajax or Raphinha from Leeds, and one of the reasons on why Barcelona chose to go with Raphinha instead of Anthony is because of this. It says here, according to sources, that the reason why Barcelona have preferred Raphinha is because of his experience in the Premier League. Anthony does not have that. Anthony does not even play in the top 5 leagues in the world. The other second reason, it is because of the price. The third reason, it is because he is highly rated in the Brazilian national team. And fourth, it is because Deco is his agent. Now, I know that some of these points do seem a little strange, because, for example, how is the Brazilian national team highly rating Raphinha when we haven't even seen him? If anything, we have seen Anthony more than Raphinha. But I do believe that Brazil is going to start emerging Raphinha more consistently within the team, because they have been bringing out good reports when it came to this player, and Barcelona have been reading those exact same reports, and they've been saying, okay, look at what he produces, look at the type of stats, the amount of take-ons, the amount of successful dribbles. This is a player that I do think could fit within Barcelona. And then when it comes to the price, right, because I know that many of you guys might actually see this very confusing too, and say that, but wait, isn't Raphinha worth around 75 million euros? Isn't that what Leeds are asking for? That is an excessive amount. Isn't that worth more than Anthony from Ajax? And so let's talk about that, right? Because according to Fabrizio Romano, he has stated that there are 2 clauses within Raphinha's contract with Barcelona. One is it will be 75 million euros for Raphinha if Leeds stay in the Premier League. But if Leeds do get relegated and they go into second division, Raphinha would only be worth 25 million euros, which is the second release clause. And this is why Barcelona are waiting to make their opening bid. So it's very interesting, right? Because this does seem very nerve-wracking. Many of us are now officially counting on Leeds to go into second division, which seems very funny, right? Because we don't want to wish that on any other club besides Real Madrid. But Leeds right now, if again they go into first division, then Raphinha will be worth 75 million euros. And if that's going to be the case, right, if they actually stay in first division, does that mean that Barcelona is going to be pulling out? Because this is what I do mean, right? This is why I did say in the beginning of the video, there's a lot of what if scenarios. There's a lot of factors that come into play when it comes to this agreement, because yes, there is a chance that Barcelona may not even fully complete this deal. And let's go even further into this what if scenarios, because again, there are many factors that do come into play. It does say here, according to Javi Miguel, Raphinha will only come if Leeds accept player exchanges or his release clause is lower to 25 million euros. Adama will not continue at Barcelona if the Brazilian arrives, and the continuity of Dembele could stop the Raphinha operation. So again, it's very interesting. Of course, they do have a personal agreement, but there's a lot of what ifs, right? Like for example, if Raphinha stays in first division with Leeds, then who should Barcelona send to go into Leeds so they can have a cheaper price tag on Raphinha? Does Leeds even want a player from Barcelona? And then what if Dembele does renew? Does that mean that Barcelona are going to be saying, okay, we don't need Raphinha no more, this is just a backup player, but now that we have Dembele renewing, we don't need this player? I think that the best case scenario for Barcelona would be this, is to send Adama Traoré back to where he came from, which is at Wolves. I know and I understand that he is a great player, a humongous player, a very important player, but if the best case scenario for Barcelona could be to renew Dembele and to have Leeds go into second division and we bring in Raphinha, and then we have a duo of Raphinha and Dembele within the right wing area, and we can switch around these players day in, day out, that would be a great thing to see. That would be an amazing position for Barcelona to be in, because those would be two players, right, Raphinha and Dembele, that can produce massive results, and they can also bring the healthy competition. And so where is Leeds right now, right? Because again, this is where it gets very interesting. You look at Leeds in the Premier League, you can see that yes, of course, Leeds is 16th place. It does seem like they could stay in first division, but if you look at the amount of games Leeds has played compared to 17th place, 18th place, 19th place, 20th place, Leeds have a total of 30 games played. If you compare that to Everton, they only have a total of 27 games played. You look at Watford, they have a total of 29, Burnley 27, Norwich 29. So many of these teams that are below Leeds, they still have more games to play and might potentially catch up to Leeds and send Leeds lower onto the table. So right now we're just going to have to play a waiting game and just see how all of this does play out. But as of now, if everything does go well, Raphinha will be a Barcelona player until 2027. Now going on into this next section of the video, we're going to be talking about Ansu, Gavi, and Araujo, and this is going to be a very rapid fire type of section within the video and just give some brief updates regarding these players, starting with Ansu Fati. It does say here, according to Javi Miguel, that Ansu Fati will return tomorrow, which will be on Monday. For many of you guys, it could be Monday already, so today, later down the day, and he will be going through his final phase of his recovery. So we could see Ansu Fati in the training ground very soon, in a couple of hours. I cannot wait for that moment, because Ansu Fati does deserve to be in the atmosphere of what Barcelona is currently building, and hopefully we get to see Ansu Fati very soon within these next 2 or 3 weeks. And then when it comes to Gavi and Araujo, for those of you guys who are wondering what happened with their contract renewals, where's Barcelona at, it does say here, according to Roger Torreo, there is maximum confidence within the club regarding the renewals of Gavi and Araujo. Barcelona know that they cannot exceed certain limits, but are sure that both of them will be valued as soon as the club recovers financial muscle. Now, we have seen Barcelona becoming very close on trying to lock down the deal, which is the CVC deal, and also selling 49% of Barca Studio. So Barcelona are working. I do believe that Barcelona will lock down these two players. There's nothing to really be worried about. Araujo and Gavi and the agents do understand Barcelona's current status, and we should expect to see Gavi and Araujo renew with Barcelona within these couple of days. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.